You can't look back. All you have is what's in front of you. Even the moment now, gone at a snap. And while I'd like to re-engage with so many wonderful memories and go back and change the course of time of less pleasant ones, like falling up the stairs on a Saturday night with a drink in one hand, don't ask. I shouldn't have been doing more than one thing at a time. Understanding that I must live now before I die. Setting my sights on the day ahead. Isn't that what you taught me? The past only matters as much as it informs the future, not discounting its importance, but minimizing the paralyzing effects of regret, rationalization, and righteousness. Of course, there's the temptation to go back to an innocuous day. Driving with my mother in her new maroon 505 Peugeot 4-door to New York City, going much too fast, I realize in retrospect, as I count the number of cars that we pass. 10, 20, 30, 36? What's the hurry? You're going to be dead before the age of 49. And I'll continue to think about her every day. Every single day, because she is a lovely woman who taught me to live life upside down, to do the essential things first, like to live out my Jack LaLanne fantasy, my childhood idol, the exercise guru, whose TV shows I used to watch when I was sick and home from school. My mother covering my throat with Vicks Vapor Rub or wrapping a white handkerchief around my neck and calling me a cowboy as I charged ahead, sometimes doing two things at once in case one reaches a standstill, even at the expense of excellence or well past the point it would have been wise to stop. So even though you're Spalding Gray, and even though you've given me the chance to relive one day in my past, and reincarnated as the narrator in our town, and even though my one encounter with you forever changed my life, even though it had no effect on yours, may you rest in peace, dear one. Let me say that I'm not above embracing the past. I embrace it every day, a collector of past moments, always reminiscing about driving with my mom, running a 6-minute mile. That my first date with my wife in 1984 at Joe Burn's restaurant, where we spent 3 hours drawing on the tablecloth with crayons, subconsciously mapping out our future with images of homes, children, and sunshine. If I had the chance, I would go back to that moment. Not necessarily to eavesdrop on the conversation, but to ask to take that tablecloth as a roadmap to our future, a moment of pure joy, followed by a series of questions. Why, Dad? Why did you ask me to stop asking so many questions? Or why in 1983 did I get stuck on this moment? I wrote a play called Double Fault, and everything came together. And I promised myself that I would always chase that feeling of everything coming together in a darkened room. All of these moments building towards the most meaningful one, the one we call now. Mostly I'd ask my mom, "How are you?" And she'd say, "How are you?" without looking back into the rearview mirror.